Hello everyone, I'm Chitra. In this video, we will discuss about effective presentation of your research. Throughout your PhD journey, you will come across several instances where you have to present your research at many venues. Say for example, a conference, where the audience is from scientific community who are familiar or even experts in your domain. Another example can be presenting to members of funding agencies when you are applying for grants, or even in your job interviews, or even to an audience who are entirely from a different background. Presentation and public speaking are great opportunities to showcase your research to a wide variety of audience during higher degree research. Few universities worldwide conduct 3MT, a competition to develop the communication and the presentation skills for the students. 3MT is an abbreviation for 3-Minute Thesis. It is a competition introduced by the University of Queensland in 2008. Here, the postgraduate and higher degree research students get the opportunity to showcase their research to a wide variety of audience. The students articulate their research of 4 to 5 years work in just 3 minutes and with only a single static slide. It is significantly challenging as you're presenting here to a non-technical audience, and you must be able to condense your several years of research work and communicate effectively and efficiently. Now I will give you some tips about how to present your research in 3 minutes. Your presentation must consist of 3 parts: the beginning, the middle, and the end. The beginning is also called as the hook, the middle as the engage, and the end is the take-home message. The beginning, wherein you hook the audience to your presentation. Here you should focus on why should the audience care about your research. That is, you must explain why is your research so important. The initial 30 to 45 seconds are of utmost importance to explain the significance of your research in a correct approach. When I say correct, what does it mean? As you have only limited time, that is less than 1 minute, to get the audience interested in your talk. So now, how to get the audience interested? You can begin your hook with different types of statements. An example can be a belief statement, which briefly introduces the audience to your topic. Now say for example, your research topic has to do something with climate change. An example of a belief statement can be, climate change poses as a major threat to the ecosystem. Or you can also start with a surprise or a shock statement that makes the audience to raise their eyebrows. Again, if we go back to the climate change example, you can form a surprise or a shock statement as, researchers estimate that more than 1 million species are at the risk of extinction due to climate change. Or it can also be a question, which makes the audience think, what next? An example of a question can be, do you know that dozens of species of plants and animals are at the risk of extinction every single year? Or you can also start off with a story. Well, everyone loves listening to stories, and it's an easy way to bring along the audience with you. An example of a story can be, imagine you're living only with concrete buildings surrounded by you, with no species of plants and animals. The next part is the engage. That is, how you continue to engage your audience in your talk. It forms 50% of the talk and can last for around 90 seconds. Here you must explain about your core research and the solutions to the problem that you have identified. However, it is not necessary to go into too much of technical details. It is sufficient if you cover around 2 to 3 main points. Do not use technical jargons or academic words, as there are chances that you may lose few of your listeners along the journey. However, if you must use them, then do ensure that you introduce them in a concise way. The middle part must connect the beginning and the end and keep the audience engaged. The end is the take-home message. It can last for around 15 to 20 seconds and forms 20% of your talk. You can either end your talk with a key statement or a question. It must be impactful and it must focus on what you want the audience to remember from your talk. An example of the take-home message for the climate change can be, "So, we must act now to save the planet Earth from climate change. Every individual action counts." Or you can also end with a question. Do you want your next generation to be surrounded only with steel and concrete structures? Here, I have explained to you how to present your research in a short time, say 3 minutes. However, any presentation will consist of the 3 parts: the beginning, the middle, and the end. It all depends on to whom you're going to present. That is, say you're presenting in a conference. Then the engage or the middle part will consist of more technical details. Hence, know your audience prior to presenting your research work. And also, all the 3 parts must be connected and they must have a proper flow. Be passionate about your research work and get the audience engaged in your talk. Make complete use of the opportunity. It is just a matter of few minutes. Enjoy the time. Enjoy speaking about your research. And the last and the most important thing is practice, practice, and practice. Rehearse and present your talk to your friends or your neighbors or your relatives and get their feedback. Rewrite your script and improvise your expressions, your voice tone, and your style of presentation. Please subscribe to our channel for more interesting and useful PhD tips. Please do like and share this video. Thank you for watching this video.